choice. Always has been, always will be Legally Blonde. It is my favorite movie just solely because girl power. Elle Woods can do anything, I can do anything. That's the mindset I need right now for this quarantine.
You know what I'm saying?
If you have Hulu and are open to a good documentary, Three Identical Strangers is up there. It's a documentary that I saw in theaters. It covers 3 brothers that were separated at birth and adopted to different families. None of them were told that they had siblings. They find each other in college in their 20s, and it's about what happens there, why were they separated in the first place, why was no one told, the cover-ups, the lies. It's extraordinarily fascinating, and I encourage you to check it out.
I've been watching movies on Hulu, and the one that is my favorite as of right now is Big Time Movie. What is that, you may ask? You remember it. You remember it because you remember Big Time Rush. Everybody thought that they were the second coming of the Beatles, which is why they have Big Time Movie, which is basically the same thing as the Beatles movie Help. They're in London, they have to save the world, all of that, yada yada yada, Penny Lane, right? And I think the reason why I like it so much and I would recommend it is because it's just an underrated show in general. So while you're there, while you go on Hulu after watching this and you watch Big Time Movie, go back and watch the series. It's just amazing.
If you're looking for a good laugh, The Good Place on Netflix is amazing.
You, Eleanor Shellstrop, are dead.
It tackles big questions in a really digestible way. It's got great characters that are kind of awful, but you love them anyways. It's just perfect.
One of the shows that I've been watching during this quarantine is Grey's Anatomy with my sisters. We've been watching it on Netflix. I recommend this show to everyone because it is such a good show. There's a lot of drama in it. You learn a lot. It's very informative, and you're always on the edge of your seat.
So my favorite TV show is BoJack Horseman. You can find it on Netflix. I love this show because it's really clever and funny, but it still explores a lot of complex characters and storylines.
Don't eat one more cookie. Put that cookie down. Do not eat that cookie. I can't believe you ate that cookie.
Also, because the show is animated, they hide a lot of jokes in the background that you kind of have to search for, so it could be really fun because sometimes you won't even see it until your 3rd time watching an episode.
I think my second favorite movie during this quarantine is Step Brothers, because no matter how many times I watch that movie, I will cry laughing.
Did we just become best friends? Yep!
If you're looking for something more mindless, watch The Great British Baking Show or Great British Bake Off. It takes place in a tent in England. It's picturesque. They don't win any money. All the contestants are lovely to each other. It's stress-free. They make beautiful things in a beautiful place. It's amazing.
Siren on Freeform. Basically, it's a show about mermaids that end up coming onto land, but these aren't your normal mermaids. These aren't the la-di-da mermaids. These are killer mermaids that end up coming onto land, but it dives down so much deeper. There's murder mysteries into it. There's war into it. This season, it's about one of the mermaids being pregnant for the first time in decades.
If you're looking for something a little more intense in terms of TV shows, check out Black Mirror. But specifically, Hang the DJ, San Junipero, and Nosedive. Those 3 episodes don't necessarily have happy endings, but you're left with some sort of hope, as opposed to the rest of the show.